Hello, friends and enemies. I wanted to get out here in front of it to the young woman who may have been at the Hard Rock Cafe in Cancun in 1996. If you felt somebody doing some grab ass, that was probably me. I was very drunk. To my cousin's ex-girlfriend, I wanted to apologize for sticking my finger into your butthole. I understand that it was unwanted and I should have listened when you told me to stop the first time. As far as any spousal or significant other abuses, given the fact that I am so bad at sex, I assume that just about every sexual encounter was, at least to some degree, unwanted. However, to my knowledge, I always had consent. So my contrite voice, it's very gravelly. I don't think I can hold it on. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to, hi, I'm Johannes Snizithix and I'm running for president. I love oral tradition. There's a musicality to it. There's drum circles and the stories of Homer, the sweet lilting melodies of the jay, the chittering of the nesting beaver. It's my belief that every creature sings its song, and every single creature's song is beautiful. Except geese. Fuck those things. Today I want to talk about something that might be a little bit less controversial than yesterday's. I know. Well, and I wouldn't. Well, yesterday's. Yesterday I was talking about the state apparatus raising children, and I think that is a totally valid thing to discuss, right? I mean, again, it wouldn't not a universal thing necessarily. Like certain people have had their youth indoctrinated, and it didn't necessarily go well for that particular nation. But there are state guidelines and have been state guidelines, and I think there's something to be gained from that. But today, I want to address the others in the room and assuage their fears, because I'm not really trying to come for you. I will probably also stoke the fears of the others who are against the others that I'm talking about. Those who would persecute you, and I'm going to take that risk. So today's Sisyphix plot point is the National Trans Lottery. I think it's important that we allow trans people to be visible in the world, and I think it's important that we define how intrusive the state is when it comes to matters of people's bodies and their sexuality, which is why, I think it's important that we narrow that scope and we really allow the state to only do 2 conversions a year. We'll just have one. We'll have like the lottery early in the year. We'll have the transition sort of happen pretty much immediately after, and then we'll have all year to see and watch to see how these 2 individuals cope with their new lives and their new organs. It'll be like a reality TV show. We'll try to pull some ratings. We can sell ad spots and so on. But the idea being that it would be a nice intimate way to understand. Going back to talking about circles of empathy, it would allow the nation to sort of look down and see the pros and cons and really kind of internalize it and understand it. And if it works out, and if it's popular, then we can move on. We can work on the National Trans Lottery for kids.